Okay guys, back for another video today. I'm going to be training at the gym which I went to the other day. It's called WM Fitness, WM that is. But right now I'm just here, pulled up on the side of the road just to catch the sunset. It's looking a bit bleak today, to be honest with you. It's like the first day we haven't had like proper sun. There's been a few days where it's trickled with rain, been a bit cloudy, but today, most of the day, it's been pretty dull. But nevertheless, it's still extremely beautiful here in person as well. This is the beauty of it. There's just little spots where you can just pull in like pretty much all the way down the road. So yeah, you don't have to go to a viewpoint. You can literally just pull in. So got some gas, and I've also got some bits and pieces from the shop there. So I had basically a pack of cereal, like a small pack there. Also a protein shake, milk only, which I pour in the cereal and basically eat that out with a spoon straight out of the kind of tiny little pack there, which is perfect. I'd really recommend that if you guys are in Thailand, just like a little pre-workout snack. And then also I had 2 of these little protein bars. They're just basically like granola bars, but it says there's whey protein in there, so it should be proper anabolic protein. And those are 70 calories per bar with 5 grams of protein, so really good macros. So 2 of those, cereal, milk, and then also 2 toasties. So the 2 toasties are, I think, 230 calories each, so that's 460, plus the cereal's 240, so that is 700, plus 200 calories to the milk, so that's 900. And then I've also got the 2 bars, which are 140 calories together. So a little over 1,000 calories, which is quite a lot for me, and most of that is coming from carbs, but still loads of protein as well, because you've got 10 grams from the bars and then about 10 grams from each of the sandwiches, so that's 30 grams, and then 30 grams from the shakes, that's 60 grams. And so yeah, decent serving there. Don't really count the cereal because that's just trace proteins. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna quickly just enjoy this. It's starting to rain, so I don't want to spend too much longer here, but also run a little bit late. All the gyms on this island seem to shut at 8 p.m, which is a little bit of a shame, I'll be honest. But anyway, get straight to it now. Cardio will be short and sweet, but I'll still get my calorie count in for the expenditure. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to train back or shoulders or both, but probably just choose one because of the time constraint. But yeah, let's get to it. Right then guys, I'm going to be starting off today's back session with this Cybex row. I've actually found quite a lot of these row variations while I've been in Thailand, but to be honest, in the UK, they're pretty much, well, they're not non-existent at all, but at least the gyms that I go to don't often see this type of pin-loaded machine, and I really do like them. So whether or not that's because it's just something new or genuinely is a really good piece of kit, I guess time will tell. But the sets that I've been doing on them, I think especially in KOH as well, I was going pretty heavy. So yeah, these machines here are all labelled as Cybex, so I think they're just an old spec but really good quality machines from what I've used. So this one goes extremely heavy. I've done a warm-up set, basically 2 notches above. I think each increment is around 10 kilograms because there's smaller plates that you can slide across just down here, which they're about 2.5 kg each, and there's 3 of them. So obviously once you get to a level, you then add 3 of those. That would take you to, like, for example, from 40 to 42, 45, 47, and then you'd move up a notch. So I've put it up by 2 from what was already heavy, so that could have increased, I think, by 20 kg. The machine's still got a few more levels to go, so definitely not kind of pushing it yet. But yeah, I do not honestly think I'll be able to go much heavier than this based on the warm-up set. But that's good. Obviously, ideally, you don't want to be maxed out on every machine in the gym. So yeah, as I said, I've had quite a lot of carbs today. I've had a triple espresso, which is actually only, I've realised, like 160 milligrams of caffeine, so it's pretty much, in my opinion, just a double espresso, but Red Bull as well. So yeah, I'm going to be using wrist wraps on this one. Of course, I would like to use straps, but I'm basically sacrificing those to have a really crazy range of motion, so I just don't think I'd be able to adjust them both without it like affecting the set, if that makes sense. Either just putting one arm on and then taking too long, like hitting a dead shoulder, etc. I think I'd rather just get ready and go for it. So yeah, big first set on this one. Let's get a good tune on. Be able to get at least 8 on here. Right, let's do a little rest pause because I dropped a tiny bit of grip strength. So let's drop it by 3. Actually, let's just drop by 2. And then we're going to go back in for another set on there. So in hindsight, I will need to use straps for the next set on the heavier weight, but for this one, this should be fine. Right, let's just try to crank out a few more. Oh man, right, overall, lovely set. I need to catch my breath and then we'll readjust. On to set number 2, which I'm just going to push this chest support in by 1. So this is a prime example of a well-designed machine because this literally comes out over a foot from the actual like insertion point here where the kind of clip goes down. So, you know, some machines, believe it or not, you literally can't move it, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, this one's amazing. So I'm now gonna use straps because I can actually get a little bit closer, and I think I'll still be enough range of motion for me to execute the set. And you know, regardless of what I think, just from doing that last set, it is clear that from the heavier weight, which I want to be doing, I'm not quite able to do it without straps. So yeah, let's use these and go for a big set. So weight wise, same again, number 12. I think is 120 kilos basically, because I'm sure each of these is a 10. Already off that first set, I can feel backs like getting pumped. Yeah, this is going to be taxing to get these on here. So this is sometimes what I'll choose not to use straps. But I think for this one it is 100% necessary, at least for this heavier weight that I want to do here. So obviously do the weaker arm first, or the probably a non-dominant arm. So if you're, most people are right-handed, you'd probably do the left arm first. All right, that was also good. Straps helped a lot. I think for the next one, what would be perfect would be one less weight. Try go for 10. But yeah, really fantastic machine. This gym is very well kitted out for pin loading machines. So yeah, obviously when you're researching a gym or looking at where you want to go, there's a number of different reasons as to why you could choose one gym over another, especially when you're on holiday. So what I would say is, like, cables and smooth machines in Thailand aren't usually going to be always in good working order, so don't strictly rely on that basically. Same thing goes for machines, but I just find that usually if a machine's broken, it'll be fixed. Obviously if it's deteriorating in quality, then that's a different thing, but a lot of the time, you know, you'll see a free cable and it'll actually just be out of action. So this gym in particular just has so many actual machines. For a back day especially, because I'm quite strong, I don't like to have to load up many different machines, because that takes one, a long time, and two, a lot of energy, which I'd rather actually dedicate, instead of basically cardio and forearm training, which is what you're doing loading the weights on. I'd rather do that and fatigue myself or expend my energy on the muscle group that I'm working for that day. So in essence, having plate loaded machines is alright, but having pin loaded machines, in my opinion, is really good, especially on a diet. When I say especially on a diet, that's because right now it does take a lot of energy, but then again, I am lifting a lot less weight. So even looking back to when I'm bulking, there'll be times where I just dread loading up a machine. Even a hack squat, when you're doing 7 plates a side, that's 14 plates total. So 14 individual 20 kg plates that you've got to then go around the gym looking for. Or, even if you use a few 25s, it still adds up. So very grateful to be able to use this gym, and I'm really excited that I found it. A little bit pricey to be able to come here like every day on the one-off. For a week, it's not too bad. I think it's about 800 bar, and I may debate getting a week's pass as of tomorrow, but just the fact that I've got access to that hotel gym does make it a bit more of a difficult decision. Although saying that, there's not many other gyms that I actually want to go to on this island. So yeah, I think I'll probably do one more set on here, maybe 2, but probably just 1. And I'm not sure if I'll film it, but yeah, as I said guys, the equipment in here, if you'd like to see a bit more of a overall, I think I did a walkthrough in my last video at this gym, which I think would be around 2 days ago, but you should probably see it from the background and the thumbnail. So yeah, that I would have walked you around most of the machines and you can see what I'm talking about. But just from looking around, I still need like another minute's rest. My back is absolutely mashed from that. Yeah, looking around, there's a row machine which I'd like to use, this pin loaded, where the handles move, similar to the one I used at Pump Fitness. So that looks really, really cool. And then also this doubles as a rear delt, so I'll use that at the end. And I might dabble in a bit of side delts, because they've got a side delt machine there and I haven't used one of those since Chiang Mai, which is coming up now on, I guess, about a month, so not too long. To be honest, it seems like an eternity, but yeah, we'll see what else. I think that might be it. Maybe a lat pull down, but to be honest, I'll be fine if I don't actually get that done today. I'm just going to enjoy these machines. So yeah, let's get on with the next set, whether I film it or not. All right, let's go third set. Third and final set. That's good. Right, what I'm going to do is another little rest pause set. So basically straight in again, drop the weight by 2. I'm not going to use straps for this one. I'm just going to go try and get a few more on there if I can. Okay, good. Not sure what next, but probably that seated row. So yeah, let's go for this one here. These handles rotate a lot, so good range of motion. Right then guys, second exercise here is going to be seated pin loaded machine row with adjustable, handles, basically handles that move. They're not fixed in one position, so loads of movement on these guys. You can really turn this into a rear delt biased row very easily if you wanted to, but like flaring your elbows up, that will really engage your upper back and rear delts. For me, I think I'm going to go just somewhere like in the middle here, so not super close. I do find that probably a little bit stronger most of the population when doing it a bit narrower, so as you get more fatigued, even if you're trying to achieve a wide grip, you probably naturally will bring your elbows closer to your lats, which is, fine to be honest with you, because you're just then pushing past failure and seeping a bit more into your kind of lat there, unless you alternate your back training from, like upper back row focused to lat based, horizontal, sort of vertical rows, then that's your preference. For me, I just decide what I'm going to do on that day, but then again, my back is probably one of my stronger points, so I might not have as much unbiased experience when looking at my own training. Obviously, when I'm looking at client training, I can be very much objective, but yeah, I have definitely split up clients' back training in the past when that's been a priority, so you can do that. Just obviously make sure that you're not limiting the rest of your body. But anyway, enough chit chat. So I've done a few warm-up sets and I've decided that I'm going to go for a set on the full stack here, so definitely is going to be a heavy one, that's for sure. I'm feeling good with I think it's probably the carbs, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do feel strong on this one, so hopefully that will translate. I don't think it's going to be too heavy, at least for a set of like 6 to 8, we'll see. So far this back down's going well. I did, I think, 3 sets on that machine there, and I'm pretty sure it was like first set was a little, well, it wasn't a rest pause actually, it was a drop set with a tiny rest, and then the last set was the same. First set was due to losing grip, last set was just preference, and then middle set was just all out but on a slightly lighter weight. So yeah, here, because I haven't got that chest support, I can come all the way forward and really easily put these straps on. And also, you guys can't see, but the material of these handles is kind of that shiny rubber which you can swivel very easily, versus that one is more of like a tough rubber, so once you kind of put your strap on it, it almost locks into position, so it can be very, very difficult. Right, let's get this locked and loaded. So full stack should be fucking heavy. That was even better than expected. Yeah, boy, lovely. I felt stronger than I thought I would, like based on the warm-up sets. But then again, saying that, I would say I definitely made like a serious mindset change going from the warm-up set to the, the actual working set there. It wasn't just like, right, let's try this. It was like, right, let's fucking switch on now. Time to actually do something which is gonna either waste my time or make a difference. So if I just come into these back days and coast through them, one, I'm not going to be pushing myself as much as possible during each set. So in my current situation now, I'm trying to burn body fat and maintain muscle mass. So if I'm not giving it 100%, then during this 1, 2, 3 hour window that I'm exercising, I'm only going to be burning a small percentage of calories than what I could be burning. And then second of all, if I'm not pushing myself hard enough, I'm literally not going to be actually giving the muscle enough stimulus to tell my body to maintain it. So very important, guys, very, very important. I mean, you can see now I've been dieting for, I mean, watch the videos. Like, I think I started this diet like 4th of January because it was like a few days after New Year's Day. I think I started on a Monday, can't exactly remember, but I mean, let's just call it January 1st. I'm gonna finish it probably middle of May earliest. But yeah, that's gonna be like all of January, February, March, April, and then let's say half of May. So 4.5 months, you know, it's 18 weeks. And, you know, I'm still pushing heavy weights moderately and safely, but yeah, definitely not just going for 15 reps at a light weight. When I say moderate, I mean moderately heavy to what I could do. Obviously not on this back machine, but like on a squat, I could do a 1, 2, 3, 4 rep max, but that's not going to be very effective for me. So, you know, 7, 8, 9 reps, absolutely balls to the wall, RPE 10, giving it everything I've got, blood and guts. That's what I want. So I'm going to translate this onto another set here. Full stack, should be good. Right guys, don't have a lot of time at all, so I'm going to jump straight into this set once I've got my straps on and stuff. But basically, yeah, wish I had more time here. Unfortunately, running out of time. I'm not even going to be able to do many more sets after this, but I've still got about 25 minutes, so I'm thinking 1 set of lat pull down at least, and then probably 3 sets, 2 to 3 sets of rear delts as a minimum. By the time I've, you know, gone over a setup on those machines, warmed up, etc., and also want to get a physique update in at the end. So yeah, anyway, let's finish off this. All 3 sets have been on the full stack. Well, this is the 3rd set I've done, 2nd set that I've filmed. Definitely going to get 8 reps on here, people. Huge, huge stretch across the upper back. Very nice. Being able to adjust the grip properly on this one as well. And I'm absolutely loving these machines in this gym. So yeah, if you guys are in LANTA, definitely come visit WM Fitness. It's a great place. The hack squat I haven't used yet, but I'm hoping to do another leg day, and I think I'll give that a go. Shoulders as well, I'll be hitting up chest and shoulders. But let's finish off this back day, people. Let's go. Right, very good. Lat pull down next, people. Let's go for it. Right, lat pull down here, people. Not much to say other than the grip. I'm going for a overhand pronated neutral grip. When I say neutral, I mean like arms are neutral, they're not wide, etc. But obviously my hands aren't going to be neutral stance, if that makes sense. So yeah, neutral distance, but an overhand pronated stance. Maybe just one on here, but we'll rip it fucking heavy. Oh, too light. Let's go. Right, I've only had about 30 seconds to a minute's rest. Gonna go basically straight in for 2 weights above. When I say above, I mean like 2 weights higher, so making it lighter. Running on the clock now, I've got about just over 10 minutes left, so let's go. Rear delts. Rear delts. I don't know if I'll get 1 or 2 sets on here, but I'm just gonna go straight for it. Should be a good set. My rear delts are pretty strong anyway, so if it's a case of even missing them for 1 session, because I train them every 4 days, it will only be another 4 days until I can smash them again. And obviously I'd make sure that I then prioritise them next session. Right, that's not gonna work, come on, do that. Look, if you actually test those machines, something crazy. I'll tell you what guys, let's just go for it. Okay, we're down, and then we're done. It's gonna be a very, very quick pose down. Big fucking back day. I'm absolutely dripping in sweat. But let's see where those carbs went. God, my chest feels absolutely fucking peeled. That's insane. I haven't even done chest today, like, what is going on there? Wild. Crazy pump today, people. I hope you can actually visualize what's going on here. Like, imagine when I train chest in a few days. I think I might have the exact same pre-workout meal, because this has been nuts. Obviously, you've got to give some credit to the electrolytes, because without hydration, none of this would be possible. It's the absolute MVP. And seriously, when I get some proper lighting, because this is the worst lighting ever, like when I get some decent lighting, people, it's going to be a joke. Let's get on to the actual back physique update. Feeling crazy. Christ. My lats have just fucking gone split screen. Okay, one last try here. Found a bit more white light instead of the yellow lighting. That's better. Right guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Insane pump. They're only going to get crazier as I carb up more, but yeah, for now, as always, the only way is up.